Houston, we have a problem. Oh no. That's just great. Fuel door came off of the spring in the bar.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Glad to see you guys here again. We've got a problem with the 2019 Silverado. Not a huge problem, not a big problem, but something that has to be taken care of because I don't want any issues with the check engine light going off because of this problem. So let's get inside the garage here and let me show you what's going on. Okay, in the garage here, we've got a problem with our capless fuel filler. So as you guys can see here, this is our problem right here. This is right here. It's supposed to be riding on this spring right there. See that spring? So this is supposed to be riding on that, and it's not. It's supposed to sit flush just like this and not allow this big hole right here to be open. So you got this one main fuel door right here, and then that secondary fuel door right down in there, and this, you see those bars right there, 1 and 2, that is supposed to be riding on this bar that is, let's see if I can show you guys real good. Up under here, there's a bar right here that goes, can't even really point to it that great, but there's a bar up here, and then there's this spring right here that I just showed you guys, that the back of this, let me see if I can turn it around real quick without wasting a bunch of time. I'll show you guys in a second, but there's a little black bar on the back of this. Oh, there it is. See that black bar right there? The spring is supposed to be riding on that black bar right there. So we've got to fix this problem. It's a little bit dark right here inside the garage here. I've got my headlamp on. So I'm going to turn the Silverado around so we can get some more natural light on that side and we can get some work done. So hopefully this will be a quick fix, but I know I was messing around with it yesterday. Didn't have tools with me yesterday, but got a couple tools with me now. Got some tweezers and stuff like that. See if I can get that spring and those hooks back attached to that bar up top. But first, let's get a cold start of the truck and we will get it turned around and start working on this project. Every time. I love it. Okay, we got the truck turned around here, guys. Got some more natural light coming in, but I also got my magnetic light here as well. This is an awesome light, guys. I'll put this in the link in the description below, but this is a magnetic light. Very cool light bar to have when you're working in dark spaces. Again, magnetic, but I'll leave that in the description with the link for Amazon. So opening up our door here, I showed you guys and talked about it a little bit here. This is our problem that we got to fix. Some of the tools that you guys might need is some small screwdrivers like this. The picks do work better. They look just like these small screwdrivers, but a little bit skinnier of a head or a little bit skinnier of a shaft, and then it has a hook on the end of it like that, and then they have a straight one as well. But this is just what I had in the truck here and in my toolbox that I have here at this garage. My other tools, I have one in there, but I just don't feel like driving 45 minutes to go get it and then just coming back here. So this is what I got to use. Also have my grooming kit down here, one of my grooming kits. So we might need some tweezers to basically fumble around with this fuel door here and pick it up and maneuver it, because your hands will probably get in the way, especially if you got big hands. So you'll definitely need some tweezers. Like I said, something with a hook, a little bit of a hook on it. So I'm going to use this nail file right here with a hook on it, and I might use this as well with this smaller hook just to get into a tight space if I need to. So those are some of the tools you guys might need to do this job, but I am going to do this off camera because I am filming on my phone, unfortunately, and I do not have my GoPro down here with me. But again, like I told you guys, this spring has to ride on this black bar right here. As you guys can see, that black bar right there, the spring has to ride on that, and those hooks that you see right there on the fuel door, I'll point to them, give you guys a better visual here. There's a hook right there, and there's a hook on the other side right there. Those hooks have to go on the bar that's right here that goes across the top of this fuel door right here, and it is above this spring. So you have to pull the spring down first, put the door on the back side, or put the spring on the back side of the door, and then you have to hook these two hooks right here, 1 and 2, over that bar, and then you'll have the job done. All right, guys, we are starting to work on this thing here. So the first step is to grab your tweezers and grab your pick, or in my case right now, a skinny flathead screwdriver that's kind of long. You want to grab your fuel door with your tweezers, and then you want to pull down this spring and get that spring to ride on the back side of where this black bar is, as I showed you guys before. So that's what we're going to do right now. Open these tweezers up a bit. All right, we have our fuel door. We're going to pull down our spring here. Okay, so now we are on to the finger trick part. We have to get that bar in the middle on the back side of the bar that's located up here, and we have to get both of those hooks on the front side of the bar. We're just going to be taking our time and using our tools that we have here to hook both of these hooks onto that bar and get that middle bar on the back side of the bar so that it can swing properly. So again, this part will probably be the part where I do off camera, just because I'm going to probably need both of my hands here to do it. So I told you guys what to do. I showed you guys how to get it to this point right here right now. And again, I apologize for not having my GoPro and my tripod here with me to film the whole entire thing of what I'm about to do now, but I'm sure it's going to take me about probably 20 minutes messing around with this thing, trying to get it to pop up on there and using these tools that I have here to do it. And again, it is probably easier with the correct tool of that pick that I had mentioned before in the previous part of the video, with it just being a skinnier tool to use and prying these two hooks to get it up over that bar. But that is what I'm going to do, and hopefully I'll get this done and show you guys the finished product of it being fixed. Okay, bringing you guys back in another time here. I actually got this left hook on pretty fast, probably within 30 seconds. So all I did was I had it like how I showed you guys 10 seconds ago, and then I used my finger to push down on the bottom part of the fuel door, and then I used my finger also to push up and to the left and hook on that first left hook up onto the bar. And remember, you have to get the middle plate on the back side of that bar and get the hook on the front side of the bar, which was actually pretty easy to do within that 30 seconds that I just got off camera with you guys. So now I think the harder part is going to be getting that last hook on without undoing the hook that we already got on there. So again, I'll let you guys know what I do if I finally get this thing back on. Okay guys, I got it. So as you can see, it's working now, and the hooks are on. I'm gonna tell you guys, I did change my approach here, and I went with getting the middle bar. So if you guys remember that middle bar that is right here, it's that rectangle looking one that's in the center of those two hook bars. I actually put that on the back side of the bar first. I didn't even continue worrying about the hooks. I went with the approach of putting that bar on the back side of the top bar here, and then this was my best friend. The flathead screwdriver came into good handy, at the last part of getting those hooks onto the bar. And I didn't even actually put this on either of the hooks to get both of them on at the same time, because that's what you're going to have to do. Continue trying to get that right side bar or right side hook up onto the bar, and it just wasn't working out. And I was like, you know what, forget this, let's try a different approach. And this is the one that I went with, and how it worked and cut me down on some time. So it took a lot less time than I actually thought. So again, make sure you got a flathead screwdriver to finish this process off, and I will tell you, the skinnier and the longer, the better. So here's what I did. I did put that middle bar on the back side of the bar up top here, that horizontal bar, on first. So that bar is on the back side of that horizontal bar. And then when I have my finger still pushed in it like this, I used the screwdriver to jam down in here, flathead screwdriver, jammed it right in here where this slot is right here, went right there, jammed it down in there, and pried up to get those hooks up and over that bar. And this was the right hand man on this job, so this was the deciding factor of how it cut down on a lot of time that I thought I was going to have to spend out here trying to get this little door back on that bar with those two hooks. But again, I went right here in this groove here, made sure I got the flathead part of the screwdriver on the lip of this fuel door, made sure that back plate was on the back side of the horizontal bar up top, and all I did was pry up while my finger was still in there holding the door and that back plate on the back side of the door, or back side of that bar, horizontal bar, and I pried up, and those two hooks snapped over that bar. And now we've got a working fuel door again. So thank you guys for watching, appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed it and it helped you out. Hopefully it'll be able to cut you guys down on some time too if you're messing around with these doors. And I hope you subscribe to the channel. Leave some comments below if you have any questions, and I will gladly answer them.